scenarios like, and that was one of the big things that was kind of the crux of the problems for Gen G in the last one, where it was like, oh, well, we got a bunch of things that want to try and flank and get into positions on the back line, but not really in a position to do so. So I think this time around when Chovy can, you know, have that Ice Claw that can go through the team, or you have Doran even who can try and separate fights, it becomes a little bit easier. It is going to be tough though when Owner, Faker are the ones still trying to dive pace in the back line, and how safe can he be when those two are coming for him?
You can see Zeus actually spotted on a ward, moved back down towards his bottom side, even though he's not. Fantastic charm to deny Peanut. Now the blast cone is in position, and oh, the flash on over, but still going to get juked a little bit by that one. Foxfire is flying out as Doran looking to rout him. He just flashes on over. All right, well, Doran's flash is down and Faker is still dead. Going to be able to take that first blood is Peanut. Meanwhile, it is going to be the Drake taken by T1.
Nice turnaround from Chovy to get the kill into mid, but as you say, T1 being able to respond well with the Dragon in their own right. So a little overzealous, I'll say, with the flashes.
I actually, it's important to remember, like, Faker has his flash, and they didn't have vision. So Doran thinks that if he doesn't flash and denies the blast cone, Faker might be able to get out. But I think he could have also just waited. And
Gets snared. Owner flashing forward. Spell Shield doesn't get a whole lot of value, but the fear certainly will, as Peanut is going to get taken down. Now 2 versus 1 is Chovy wanting to take down Owner. He grabs that kill, and now another Circle of Frost comes in. The Thrall not going to be able to find Faker, but he does have to get out of there.
By the way, while that was happening,
yeah, what happened to Doran?
Solo killed Doran.
Yeah.
This one,
just
And you know, Balmy Cinder, that's an Ornn. We've been.
That is from the mage
warned.
to. Look at what happens here topside.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, just immediately gets the ultimate, gets the knockup, gets the follow-up, like, really nice job from Zeus. And you kind of see there, like, you just,
and the bellows breath as well.
All right, that was nasty. That was so well played.
Doran just getting completely caught off guard. And here we see, never mind.
In the meantime, Gumushi going to get knocked up as they dive on top of him, not able to stand his ground this time. Peanut not going to be able to lock down Carrier. He has to flash to get out of there, though. So Gen G with an opportunity here on this bottom side to get some plates into the Jinx.
Gen G coming alive a little bit in this game. Apart from the top side, the fact you're getting kills now, getting some plates onto Pays, it's exactly what you need for Gen G to try and start that road towards the reverse sweep. T1, though, responding well, immediately moving up towards this top side. Zeus doesn't have the ult, so Doran just kind of being a bit of nuisance here.
Peanut just trying to hold Carrier at bay, but it looks like this Rift Herald is going to be foregone by Gen G. Doran moving back towards this top side, not going to try and go for any sort of steal, which would have been difficult because he's not a jungler. T1 back here towards his bottom lane, though, as Gumushi just reverse sweep option, because they do have a slight gold lead, and in the early game, they haven't really had many gold leads as they dive on top of Faker once again. Frozen Tomb comes on down, and Faker flashes. He does have the ult. He's staying alive! And Faker does not die to those.
How does he not die to those? The fact that he had gone so incredibly low, one auto, one anything, would have taken him down, but they're just not quite able to get it across the line.
And I'm pretty sure that Peanut had his Cyclone for that. I think they didn't want to use it, thought they had the kill, as I think did everyone. As the Merc Threat's gonna keep Faker alive there, will have to...
Health is once again, they're going for another one. Great quickness to keep Carrier there for even longer, and Pays is going to be gifted a kill. This is some momentum now for Gen G in a stage of the game that they haven't been able to find it all series long.
And crucially, as well as you say, the fact that you're kind of coming off the back of a win, whether whatever that looked like, you're now getting early leads, you're getting control in the AD carry matchup, which has eluded Gen G for a lot of this game. But you can even turn this into things like the Dragon in just a little bit of time. Doran still isn't winning these trades against Zeus, though, so does need to be a little bit careful.
Down here towards this top side, can Zeus do it again? Doran right now with a decent health lead as he gets back. Just puts him in way of the Super Mega Death Rocket. Pace says thanks for the setup.
So what I want to highlight is that yes, Gen G won that last game through a series of unfortunate events, right? Like, some shenanigans happened, they got the win. But in it, that doesn't matter. You're still given another chance to fight. And right now, in this early game, they are looking way better. They're doing exactly what he wanted to them, right? Able to get the AD carry fed to the point where it becomes very hard for the opposing team to deal with.
Next game. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. As Doran just starting this one up nicely. And look at when the rocket gets fired as well. There it is, it's in the air. As Doran says, no, back there a little bit, thank you very much.
Yeah, Doran just catching Zeus off guard the moment that the Bellows Breath comes down. right? At the very end of it, he throws out his ultimate, guarantees the knockback. Zeus doesn't have a lot of...
Claw comes forward, there's the Frozen Tomb. Zeus, I don't think he's going to be able to get there in time as he was in turret range, and Faker is going to go down yet again. Gen G, 6 kills in 12 minutes.
This time he is willing to use the Cyclone, and this time they get the kill. Really nice pick onto Faker, and again, I want to see... Oh, hang on.
All right, Paranoia is going to come forward, gets the flash out, but immediately Owner is going to join him. The fear is going to come through. Monkey possibly a little overextended. Zeus is going to get another one, but there's the body slam flash as Owner's down incredibly low. Doran trying to get on there. Chovy doing it as well as now Gumayusi is fighting. Delight and Pace. Chovy grabs the kill over on the other side. It's difficult to look at these two screens at once, but we're trying our best, and it is going to dissipate. Action is going to calm down.
And in the end, it ends up working out. Faker gets the teleport, dissuades the rest of Gen G to keep on fighting. But that's still a win for Gen G, right? They're able to get the teleport of a Faker. He's now in the bot lane, and unless they can somehow pull off a dive with Haze and the Light still being very healthy, it's going to be Gen G coming out ahead of...
Yeah, Doran in a little bit of trouble here. Gumayusi and Kerry are going to move on forward. The cask is going to be used, but only on to the Nocturne. And so Doran just knows that he's real dead. He's going to try and clear up some of this minion wave before he goes in.
T1 just looking to trade there for the Rift Tower. They're like, there's not a hope that we can really fight against Pace in the position that he's in at the moment alongside Chovy. So they end up finding Doran, who's overextended in the bot lane. Still though, Gen G now, they have control on top. So could actually try and take this Rift Tower and immediately plunk it down in the mid lane if they want to.
But I do have to say, if Doran doesn't overextend, respects the fact that his team is playing on the top half of the map while he's on the bottom half, then you could probably deny the first. Dragon is going to be big because even though it's not the favorite soul, I'd say, of most people, picking up an early Chemtech can still be pretty beneficial against the amount of CC and single target blow-up potential that Gen G have.
Yep, definitely being tenacious is very, very good. As Doran, oh, the flash comes out from Gumayusi. Doran taking a lot of damage, but still,
nice.
That is high value here for the Gen G top laner.
Huge, just before we were talking about this dragon fight, Doran though, still going to be up here trying to see if he can clear the waves. You have to be careful, the ultimate is up.
Yeah, Paranoia is going to come forward, but Owner is just going to get dove on. He's in the bouncy castle now, and he's going to be taken down. They took the mid turret as well as Faker tries to get something back, but still, it's going to be the Raptors stolen away, and now T1 underneath their top lane outer turret, and things kind of falling apart here for our red side team. Gen G moving up, looking for that opportunity as they find the grand entrance once again. The claw comes forward. Zeus looks for the knock-up with the ram, and Delight is going to be his target, but he's not the priority. And the Zeus is going to fall down. Pace collects that kill, and now Gumayusi Carrier on the run. Faker has to get out of there. And Gen G are looking for an inner turret now.
They're going to start pushing this wave in. Wave very quickly cleared out by Faker will stop a lot of this push. So looks like Gen G will be happy to take top tower. They'll move over towards Dragon and take that goal that was so happily given to them.
And we've seen this issue with T1 before where if they have early game control, they look almost unstoppable. But if they fall behind early and you're able to preemptively try and catch them in rotations as they try and trade back, something that they love to do, you can catch them off guard because they're not used to that, right? They're used to being in full control.
It again. Owner, press that Paranoia button. They were looking to make that proactive play, but he was dove on before he could actually do anything. So that game plan that they've been relying on, that they play around so effectively, is then just ruined.
And Chronicler was talking about this 1-2 combo of the Rakan and the Wukong. Like, you get it immediately onto the jungler, then they just move on to the next target. And Zeus, I think, wanted to get the kill onto the Light there, but unfortunately means that he ends up getting caught out so much because he doesn't get the knock up onto Chovy and onto Pino.
Last cone will deliver him into T1. Faker's going to be the one that's locked down. Super Mega Death Rocket secures it. Pace gets excited. And T1 are just going to get the heck out of there.
I was about to say, who's baiting who? The fact that Gen G have this much lockdown, that AoE in short-range corridors, like that's exactly where they want to try and fight. And T1 think they have the pick, end up getting caught, and now Gen G are just exploding this game open even more.
And it feels like if T1 don't have the initiative in these moments, they're not able to actually find it, right? If you're the one pressing that Paranoia, finding the priority target, it's
so quick at finding picks, T1, with the Ornn ult and also Ahri and Nocturne if they're grouped up as 5.
What I really like here is Gen G is denying vision, right? T1 don't know if they're doing Baron or not, but they have to rotate people over in response, which means Chovy gets a free bot line turret, is able to shove that in completely, get them more map control. Cost your mind back to some of the other games. Gen G barely got turrets in those. Right now, they're looking peachy, denying a lot of vision as well.
Body Slam gets Doran out of there, so A whole lot of control. Still, T1 get a control ward into the Baron pit. It's 21 minutes into the game.
To put that on, I assume Pays as he dive into the enemy backline, trying it and keep that 5-0 Jinx. At the very least, for some summoners, keep her out from the rest of your front line. So you have an opportunity, as Dagda points out very nicely. Stopwatch here for Pays.
Oh, and a lot of damage as well, as Carrier gets taken down pretty low.
That's a heal.
Still, T1 fishing a little bit for some more CC. Charm goes wide though. It's Gen G keeping them at arm's length. And T1 just playing so defensively at this stage. You can see the gold lead is absolutely ballooned, just kind of passively over the last little amount of time. Gen G just taking control and making sure that they extend this advantage. Don't want to overextend it. As you can see, T1 starting to move up a little bit more. And of course, they're pretty strong on this one. Their team fight capability is still there, but Gen G, if they still keep this control, they'll be in a great position.
Yeah, you see Gen G
in the favor.
Shorelia is going to get proc there, but see Carrier still going to make it out, but does have to invest the flash. Summoner spell gained here by Gen G. T1 do manage to get all 5 to safety though. As there is so much posturing. Just feels like a lot of posturing in this game so far. Gen G refusing to start the Baron. And I feel like the Baron should get started. Maybe I've been conditioned in this series so far. It's been alive for the longest it has, the whole series.
I think for T1, your best bet here is to send Faker into top lane to try and match Chovy on the push. And as long as you just keep pushing waves back and forth, you'll be relatively okay. Like, you're buying time for Gumayushi to get to the late game. The problem is going to be cases like this where Gen G are able to move in and steal your buffs away. But if you can actually try and get Owner to play between the two lanes, maybe nice and early, or at least get something back on the map, because the moment you're just being bled out.
Yeah, and that's actually what I think Gen G has done a really good job at, is when you're playing a Nocturne in a situation like this, where everything is warded, you have 0 side lane pressure, and you have 0 catch potential, it's really, really hard.
Ooh. Oh no, just out of range of the Ring of Frost, didn't need the spell shield. It would have been great though, had it been in range. As Gen G in position, Zeus moving forward, he is not the optimal engage target. Once again, Delight moving real fast. There's the on-horn. Paranoia comes down as well as T1. They're looking for the team fight. It's a 5v5. Moonlight Vigil, just massive from Gumayushi, but he's now in the bouncy castle, and he's just destroyed. It's Doran that collects that one. Ona's going to go down as well, and Gen G are just wiping the floor with T1.
And you can't put a monetary value on that stopwatch from Pace. Gen G was ready. They knew the engage was coming. All they needed was to wait it out, catch the engage, and then go in. And you see the fact that Chovy and Peanut are as strong as they are meant that they had more than enough damage either way.
And Gen G stopwatches these games have been absolutely insane. Again, the fact that Pays does manage to get away with just the Gale Force. He doesn't even have to flash. Able to get away from that is huge. Now Gen G will take the Baron. It's about 2 minutes delay, but still, they'll be very happy and in so much control. Lads, I think we're going to a game 5.
Yeah, I have a feeling you might be right there, Dagda. Let's check out this team fight once again.
Well, yeah, you can see as that comes through, like, stopwatch on the Nocturne, on the follow-up, and the cast goes to Gumayushi means he's not really, like, gets a good ult off, but immediately ends up in the bounce house, pays his head to Gale Force away, and his only Owner is dealing damage to him. So on the backside, there's just not enough DPS coming through from T1 to try and clean up the fight.
Yeah, that's a happy score right there. Of course, still a little bit straight. Red Bull Baron power play cresting that 2,000 gold mark after this inner turret goes down.
And I want to highlight as well the damage that Chovy and Peanut did in that fight, right? Like, even with Pays as fat as he is, he was more of bait, maybe this time around as well.
Yeah, let's go for it one more time as, oh my goodness, the damage onto that Nocturne. But they get into the backline and they manage to take down the Jinx. Delight also taking so much as Faker is going to clean that one up. And now Gumayushi is still alive at full health as Gen G are looking now desperately trying to escape. And that Baron power play I was talking about, it's not going to crest the 2,000 gold mark. Doran is going to get taken out. They're trying to just stop this fight as Chovy with the claw will create enough distance, but I don't know whether they're escaping this one. Another charm from Faker, and Doran will be taken down from that. And T1, look, I'm sorry, I'm not going to say it again. Not going to say it again. Yeah, looking a little bit better in the game.
You say potentially game 5, and immediately T1 slammed that door shut.
That's one of the most epic cast curses I've done. I've done many in my time, and that was one of
And crucially, this teleport isn't spotted because of the Nocturne ultimate, right? So they don't know that Zeus is there, and I want to draw your attention to Gumayushi, because yes, Zeus is able to single out Pace, but look at this. Moonlight Vigil then over the wall to guarantee the kill, and not only that, but as a result, he is completely safe. He's standing behind his front line, and then without an enemy AD carry, they can just win the ensuing fight.
And that Red Bull Baron power play is next to nothing now, as T1 will get the Dragon for themselves as well, get some of those objective bounties, and you're looking at Gumayushi's items, but they can collapse onto Pace here.
Another 13 seconds left on this Baron. They do manage to make it to the inhibitor turret, but I don't know whether they're going to be able to get there. Only 3 members of Gen G in position right now. Doran and Chovy are going to move up as well. The Baron is now done though. Negative 800 gold in that Red Bull Baron power play. So not much of a power play.
I think Gen G got a little bit lucky there that T1 didn't spot where Chovy and Doran were, because if they had just gone for it, that could have been a game ender right there. T1 now getting sieged underneath their own turret though. Good charm.
Yeah, Delight going to take a little bit of damage in response. I said a little, I meant a lot. Moonshot doing a whole bunch of work there. Zeus going to have to flash out, but now the Ornhorn comes in. Moonlight Vigil doesn't do anything though. And T1 not going to be able to find the engage they were looking for, but there is still Doran relatively out of position. He's pretty tanky, gets speared up, doesn't have flash though, does have body slam, and now looks to try and escape. Faker now gets into position as they dive on forward. They look for Gumayushi and they manage to take down the Aphelios. Now Pace dodging everything. And Gen G just destroy them. That is going to be game 5.
That's a clean ace!
This series is too much, boys!
Are you so jet-lagged? I think I'm wide awake at this stage, man.
That one certainly woke me up. I've had a fair bit of coffee, but nothing is like this. We're going to Silver Scrapes.